switch. It is an immersion type brewer.
What's that mean?
So it's different than a pour over, which is what this looks like. You just pour over, but the difference is this little switch. Here, let me dump out the grounds. So it's hybrid pour over, hybrid French press minus the press, I guess. So you put your coffee in there and you fill it up to the amount of water you need. And then you let it steep for 2 minutes, and then there's a little ball down there that when you push this switch, it lets it drain. So
cool.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find more shrines. Ooh, pretty.
And so I opened the menu, and the first thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm actually going again.
You are.
Hello, Kaylee. It is Saturday. We woke up 7:30, had Bible time, played on our Switch, and then at 9 we had tea time. And now we are going to be making our lunch, which is turkey meatballs with sauteed kale and lemon parsley dressing. What's so bad?
It's disgusting. Ah! It's like cold poop.
What? Here's the finished product. What do you think?
Good.
Excellent.
What?
What you doing? Why are you wearing your scarf? I love you. Why are you laughing?
I'm not laughing anymore.
Yes, you were. You
I
were
was.
giggling so hard. Tell them why you were laughing.
Because you smacked your head on.
Yeah, he thinks it's so funny. Look at him. Does my pain bring you joy?
No, it brings me laughter.
Luke really wants me to play Skyward Sword. I've never played it, and I'm really nervous.
Nervous?
Yeah, guys, it's like Zelda games are big commitments.
No, not this one.
This one's not
This
as
one
long.
is definitely not nearly as long as Breath of the Wild.
Wind Waker is also really freaking
Not as long
long.
as Wind Waker either.
Really? Okay. All right. It's so pretty. It's so happy. What you got? Why is it your book of choice?
Because it's good. I read the first few poems. It's very good.
Excellent. And it reminds you of Mary Oliver? Or
Well, people who read Mary Oliver like this, and he's just very good at writing and observing modern, just normal things, you know, ordinary things. Yeah.
bringing insight to the mundane.
Little Zelda stuff.
They got Zelda stuff.
Hyrule Historia. That'd be a pretty cool book to have.
So we are on our way to see Megan, which is about the doll, the robot AI who is given to a little girl to protect her and like shield her from grief. Whoa, I look speckled right now. But I saw this one review that this movie is a poignant reminder that grief is so unbearable that we would outsource it if we could. Also, we're seeing this because tickets for Avatar: The Way of Water were sold out.
We were
so
gonna see Avatar.
yeah, we were gonna see Avatar, but we're gonna have to hire tickets early this week.
We already set on seeing a movie.
Yeah.
So that's why we're seeing Megan.
Yeah. We're home from seeing Megan. What's your official rating out of 10?
Not worth it.
Out of 10. What's your rating?
Not worth it.
Not worth a rating? So is it 0?
Give it a 2.
A 2 out of 10, really?
Yeah, I mean, it was fine.
It's funny.
I've seen funner movies.
Yes, it is. I don't know. I was entertained. It's entertaining. Were you entertained?
Any movie can be entertaining.
Oh my goodness. He was enjoying himself. He was laughing next to me.
When there's stupid stuff, they talk about butts a lot.
It wasn't terrible. Like, if you see it, you'll have a good time. If you don't see it, you're not missing anything, you know? Oh my goodness. He liked it. Now we're playing a game, or we're going to play a game called Nerds, which is Dutch Blitz. You know how to play Dutch Blitz. But I have Princess Mononoke cards. They're so cool. I'll just show you the jokers for now, because I already shuffled these. But the art is just so pretty. And we just got him a Star Wars deck.
Kenobi.
And that's Obi-Wan Kenobi. Sweet. Good morning, Kaylee. It is Sunday and we are walking to church. We are walking to church in style because we have things that are from Ireland. I have this sheet bag, which is my absolute favorite, and it's so comfy to hold, and it folds up into a tiny little clutch, and I love it. And sure, what you have?
Me scarf.
The scarf, because he's scarf boy. Yeah.
My parents got us all gifts from Ireland when they went for their, I believe it's for their honeymoon.
Oh, and wait, their honeymoon?
Yeah, I think so, right? No? Anniversary, that's what I meant.
It's like, did they
Same
renew
thing.
their vows and they didn't
No.
tell us?
Anniversary.
Yes. Anniversary, and they also gave us dish towels with Celtic knots on them, and oh, I want to go to Ireland. All the handmade things, so nice. Haley, we got back from church. It was super good, and now we are getting ready to have virtual tea with Cody, and I'm having my favorite Pear,
Charlie.
which is Charlie, and it's very tasty. Oh, I don't know if you've ever met Jebri. He's our banana duck. All right, say hi.
Hi.
My tea's pretty much done. How's your tea?
I even ate the tea leaves. It's long gone.
How are you doing? What are you doing with the rest of your day?
Absolutely nothing. It's gonna be great.
Troll on Twitter?
Yeah.
Who are you gonna troll?
The Swifties. Take everything too seriously, and I like Taylor Swift. I can be a Swiftie, but it's fun to troll them.
Absolutely. Or just like make up fan theories that come out of nowhere and then like watch it go crazy. The fan theories that take all of the internet by storm are really funny to me.
My favorite one is that Leah Michelle can't read. That's my favorite.
It's so funny. I saw this one video of this girl saying like, I got a signature from Leah Michelle, and I know like when celebrities sign things, they scribble essentially, but this was straight up just like full on scribbling. That does not help her case whatsoever. She got cast in a musical Funny Girl. They were like, man, that must have been, I wonder how difficult it was for her to...
Her lines read to her.
Yeah.
In an interview, though, that, like, misogyny is pushing it, that no one would ever question that about a man. And I'm like, no, I think people are pushing this theory because you're hard to work with.
Do you know of any other, like, Taylor Swift fan theories that you've seen that are just, like, ridiculous?
Not Taylor Swift fan theories, but the other one I saw is that JonBenet Ramsey was never murdered. She actually grew up to become singer-songwriter pop star Katy Perry. Or that Avril Lavigne died midway in her career, and she was replaced by a lookalike by her label, which is why there was a shift in her artistry. Or that Lady Gaga pushed a woman off a building and killed her and stole her imagery, and Lady Gaga is a murderer who stole someone else's art.
Wow. I have not heard that one.
I believe the JonBenet Ramsey one.
I guess there are new videos of Simon Cowell, and he looks like kind of off, like a little different. People are saying that Simon Cowell died, and so they took this other guy and like stick surgery his face so that he looked like Simon Cowell, and the internet gave this video of him talking like so much hate that it was taken down, and now people are speculating like whether or not he's dead.
You know, I know the British have done a lot, but it doesn't mean you have to make fun of them for the way that they look.
Why are you laughing?
Oh, I'm not laughing anymore.
You were laughing really hard. Why were you laughing?
Because we're pranking Noah.
What did you do?
I put 4 cans of cat food and a bottle in his pillowcase while he wasn't there, so he'll go to sleep tonight and conk his head on some cat food.
Miss Pear!
I like this.
Poor bread
just let
baby.
Let her do.
She's like, I don't know how to respond. Oh, I'm sorry, Pear.
Why did you do that?
Say hi to Kaylee.
Hello.
Maybe if I sit on a pillow, I'll be like higher up. I'm like trying to get around not using a tripod just because they're just, oh, that's way better. I just need a booster seat for the couch. I just wanted to talk about, like, do a little life update thing because at the beginning of January, it was super easy to adopt new habits. I don't know, I'm not like a specific resolutions person unless it's like my reading goal on Goodreads, which I haven't reached in the last like 3 years. Resolutions like aren't normally my thing, but because our schedules changed kind of really drastically, it was pretty easy to adopt new habits. We get up at 6:30 now, whereas we used to get up at 8 and then we just get ready for work and then leave, whereas now we have like time in the morning together. Remember this thing? You got it for me a long time ago. This is the scribe journal, and I started using this in 2020 when I lived in an apartment by myself at school, and the only person I was allowed to see was Jill, who lived in the apartment alone next to me, so I was only allowed to see her for basically the whole entire year. It was hard, but also really good because I lived a very regimented lifestyle, and it's historically very hard for me to have like a daily routine. Luke lives a very regimented lifestyle. That's just how he functions. And so now that I live with him, I can just do what he does. I get to stick to a routine. We've been doing this every morning. And if you don't know what a scribe journal is, it's Bible study journal. You write down the day of the week, you write down the scripture you're studying, you write down your application and observation, you write down like how you want to apply it to your own life. You write down one SMART action. SMART stands for specific, measurable, reasonable, attainable, and timely, as in like everything has a deadline. So this is like one thing you resolve to do, and then you write a prayer in response to the word, and then at night you do this section, which is you write down the memory verse that it specifies right there, and then you write down what you're thankful for. So you practice gratitude at the end of the day, which is like, I mean, we've talked about it, like, you gotta practice gratitude. It's survival. It's what you need to do. And then, God willing, tomorrow I plan on reading, and then you write down what you're reading, and then you write down the time you're gonna read, and then the cue or the trigger. Our trigger is coffee. So once Luke has the coffee ready, it's time to do our scribe journal. And then you write down a reward. And my reward every day has been reading. The scribe journal is amazing. And I was looking back at my entries from 2020, looking at the prayer section specifically and all the things I was praying for then. And most of what I was praying for was like character correction, you know, like thought patterns that I didn't like, or things in my heart that I just wanted to change. And reading all of those, like everything, I'm like, all of it happened. God answered every prayer about my character. And I can't just say like, oh, I did the work. I did the hard work of self-improvement because he put people and circumstances in my life that changed me. That's really cool. Thank you for this journal. Yeah, so my reward each day for doing it has been reading. Recently, to stay engaged in wanting to read. Right now, just reading what calls to me. I think once I get past the point of like, oh no, I genuinely love reading again and want this to be a daily habit forever, I will read heavier things. But right now, I'm just reading what's fun and what's calling to me. I just finished the second to the last Percy Jackson novel, which is The Battle of the Labyrinth, and it was great. It's really good. I love it. I'm excited for this series. I'm glad I'm pretty much almost caught up for when the Disney Plus Percy Jackson series is released. So excited. And now what I'm reading now is a Star Wars The High Republic book called Path of Deceit, and it looks like this. So if you don't know, Star Wars The High Republic, it's this initiative of like writing books and comic books with all these different authors, and The High Republic takes place hundreds of years before the events of the prequel. It has a timeline. It has like a little timeline. So it has the High Republic, and then it has the Fall of the Jedi, which is the prequels, Reign of the Empire. So that's the Bad Batch and Solo, a Star Wars story, and then Age of the Rebellion. So you have Star Wars Rebels, Rogue One, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, and the New Republic, which is what is explored in The Mandalorian, and then Rise of the First Order, which is the sequels, which we don't need to talk about too much. So they released a bunch of books, a bunch of High Republic books, but they have like a gold label, and all of the stories, even though they were written by different authors, were interconnecting. I read a few of them. Since they're all by different authors, I think they're pretty hit or miss, but the ones that are good are really good, and it's really cool to see new stories in the Star Wars universe, and they can be a lot more experimental, which is really fun because the stakes are not super high. They went back even further in the timeline, so this is before the gold label High Republic series. Now they're blue and super pretty, And the reason why I picked this one up is because it's about a cult. So one thing I love about Star Wars, and I think why I love the universe so much, is because of how unapologetically religious it is. The original series, it can be argued, is very like based on Eastern religion, but the prequels are very Christian, like based on like Christian myth. Like Anakin prophesied to be the one to balance the Force, and the way they talk about the Force changes, and especially in the novels, the way they talk about the Force, like they talk about like the will of the Force and surrendering to the Force, and the only way you can unlock like certain abilities and powers and find balance is by like surrendering to the Force and letting it fill you and warm you, and it's very Holy Spirit like, and when you read the books it's super evident. So this cult is a cult centered around a Force. Called the Path of the Open Hand, and they believe that the Force should be free, essentially, which means that you can't use it. So it's not a tool to use, it should be free. We live in harmony with it, we don't abuse it. So they think that the Jedi abuse the Force. I mean, it's called Path of Deceit, so you know this isn't a good cult. Right now, I'm not at the part where I find out it's a bad cult, but I know they're doing some shady things. It's super interesting. Kaylee, you and I both have like a weird obsession with cults. So to see that in there about the Force is super fun. Good morning, Kaylee. It is Tuesday. I'm pretty early getting ready for work. So I just wanted to show you that I'm drinking the mug you got me for Christmas. Drinking out of the mug you got me for Christmas, which I love. So it says, once a king or queen of Narnia, always king or queen. It's super cute. So Luke left for work a little while ago, and since then I just got ready. I put my hair in like one of those like ponytail braid things, which I haven't done in a long time because my hair is like normally super layered, but the layers are kind of grown out. I definitely do need a haircut, but I thought I'd try something different today, and it actually, I think it works. We're here for one reason only. What reason is that? Why are we here?
Whistling.
We're here to whistle? Darling, why are we in Fred Meyer at 8 o'clock?
7:25, not even close to 8 o'clock.
Why are we here at 7:25?
Whistling.
We're here to get ice cream.
And whistle.
Happy birthday, Gracie. What is it with the chicken breasts? Poor Gracie. Good morning. What you doing?
Making kofefe.
Kofefe. That's so cool. You can just let it go. Hello, Kaylee. It is Saturday, and we are in Portland because what are we doing?
Going to IKEA.
Going to IKEA, not just to eat meatballs, but to find
Just to eat meatballs.
just to eat meatballs. What was it that Peyton said? That like,
Oh, if you're locked in there overnight, then they turn you into the meatballs.
IKEA might be more Sweeney Todd-esque than I initially thought, but we're gonna go there and we're going to try to find a few things. He has a lot of tea, and so we're gonna find an organizer for all that tea and hopefully find a mirror, because currently the only like full body mirror we have is like a cheap Walmart one that's kind of like a funhouse mirror. Makes me seem a lot taller than I am and is a little bit like wobbly. Hopefully we can find things that are affordable, because I know they're having a winter sale right now. Yeah, so that'll be exciting. It was super cold this morning. I guess it got down to 27 degrees, so I'm hoping it's not freezing here. It looks a bit warmer. Oh, that's way warmer. Like, it was really, really cold when we left the house, and I can't wear dresses at work, and today is the one day I decided to wear a dress, and of course it has to be the coldest day in the month, so we'll see how it goes. Other stops are Powell's, and anything else we plan to do today? But that's what we got going on. This is not English.
Probably in Swedish.
Oh, absolutely. this your bedroom?
Yup.
Yep. Luke just stuck both of these in my last meatball, and what did you call it?
Double Dutch. I knew I was wrong. I said it intentionally.
What do you think? Great success. That's interesting. Hello! So we are staying at one of Luke's old classmates' house, and they have the two cutest dogs. This is Hachi, and that's Nala, and they're so nice. Hi.
Alright.
Portland cityscapes are just nice. Powell's. Parking. They did not have the book I wanted because it was out of stock. Not only is it out of stock, this Barnes & Noble, but at the two other locations, and not Barnes & Noble, Powell's. It is out of stock at the two other locations. I get it, it is highly sought after right now, and I usually don't hop on like bandwagon books until like 5 years later, but I just finished my book that I didn't expect to finish on the way here. I never read in the car, and I read like 150 pages in the car. So I want another book to read on the way home. And not only that, I was looking at the other books on my like want to read list, and they didn't have those either. Because I guess this one Canadian author, her books aren't really sold in stores in the US, so we'll have to buy it online or get it on Kindle, but so now we're on our way to Barnes & Noble. I'm thinking I should save myself the heartache and see if it's out of stock there too. Do you think that's a good idea?
Probably.
Okay, I'll do that. Update. Look how pretty it is. It's reviewed by Erin Morgenstern, who wrote The Night Circus. Kaylee, I don't know if you've ever read The Night Circus, but excellent book. I loved it. And also reviewed by John Green. The epigraph is an Emily Dickinson poem. I have high hopes. Whilst in Portland, we went to Stumptown Coffee, and I just want to show you how beautiful this bag is. Oh, it's so pretty. Good morning, Kaylee, and welcome to Monday. Today is my day off, and we are back from Portland. We got back yesterday, and we got a lot of great things from IKEA, and we put them in our house, and it's weird how, like, kind of little changes change everything. I mean, pretty much everything we got, there's just one of each in every room, and it completely changed the room. Maybe you won't agree, maybe you will. For us, we're like, wow, this is a different space. It's so much better, so... yeah, so the thing I'm most excited about is this mirror. It's really big. It's really beautiful. I only had like one of the warped Target mirrors where it makes you look really short or really tall depending on how you're looking at it. So we wanted something that was like, I don't know, accurate. Usually mirrors that are this large like break the bank. Luckily I'm short, so I don't need like a massive like ceiling high mirror at all. But this is just really beautiful and really wide and did not break the bank, so excited about that. And if we walk into our tea area and also little library, we have this utility cart, and now it houses all of our tea wares. So on the bottom you have all of the trays. Here you have like coasters and tongs and a little knife. And then this is like an alternate surface, but underneath it you have all of our little cups, and it's perfect because these used to all be in our room, and so we saved a lot of space in our bedroom by having them here, and it looks really great in here. So we don't love overhead lighting, and this is kind of the only overhead lighting we had in the kitchen besides that overhead lighting. We like the Edison bulbs, but it's just like so bright, and yeah, so we got this lamp, and it's gorgeous, and it's another kind of like tripod lamp like the one we have in the tea room. It's so bright, and it's LED, a good energy efficient light, but yeah, it's so pretty, and it again changes the whole room. Like, it just makes it warmer and better. And you probably see this. We haven't really found a good place to store this yet. Let me demonstrate. This stool, I can finally reach the table salt without having to ask, because all our spices are stored as high up as they can possibly be. So not like a cute furniture piece, but life-changing nonetheless. So a while ago, Mom got us these glasses at this like store where everything's like recycled materials, and these colors are really pretty, but like a couple of them cracked. And so we got some other glasses at IKEA that are the same color but a little different, and they're really cute. So yeah. It also makes good cold brew that I've been drinking every day. Great. And it's always better in a really cute glass. Okay, so the last thing I haven't talked about yet is this utility cart, because we used to just have all of this stuff on the floor of this pantry because there's no more shelving past this point. And so you can pull this out. And like, this is also a cutting board service. I don't think I mentioned that. It has all our cans and flour and dry goods. So it's a little dry goods rollout cart, which is fantastic, and also another service. So we were gonna film, or I was gonna film building everything, because everything from IKEA is like supposedly notoriously hard to build because the instructions are super unclear. Luke built most of it, if I'm honest, and what I did build, it was easy. My theory on this is that if you've built with Legos, like if you built Lego sets before, then IKEA is like your jam. You don't have to read anything. All the pictures look like Lego diagrams. I don't know, Luke thought it was easy, I thought it was easy, so it wasn't really interesting to document. Just us building things effortlessly, I guess. Yeah. Kaylee, I'm either gonna go to Walmart and get some command strips and finally put things on the walls because they're entirely bare, or I'm gonna end the video here, which is probably more likely because I don't have that much time today. Kaylee, I will see you next week. Bye-bye.